Kevin Holland, a good friend of the JAXXON podcast.
Yeah. Kevin, I'm a big fan of Kevin Holland.
Oh, that's good, Rampage.
You didn't know that?
I had no clue.
Hey, you know what I like about him?
Yeah.
He's the opposite of me.
What does that mean?
I never talk when I'm out there on it. My wrestling coach, Peter Bojo, R.I.P. Peter Bojo, he always told me don't talk on the mat, and I never said one thing on the wrestling mat. I never said one thing in the octagon that I can remember. I don't think I ever said anything. I don't say nothing when I'm out there until the fight's over.
I never have either.
So Kevin Holland's a good friend of the JAXXON podcast. He'll be coming on here shortly. I think next week, hopefully, as long as Rampage doesn't, you know.
Is that a wrestling thing? You don't talk on the mat? Or
I mean, I've done it in practice a little bit. It's just about being...
Practice is different, though.
Yeah.
You think it's a respect thing? Or
No, I think it's like I'm too focused on the mission, I guess, right? Like I'm not... Which I think some guys perform better if they're out loose lipping it and talking and relaxed and having fun. I do better when I'm having fun, but I've just never been able to relax enough to be like, talk shit. Like Bobby Green, dude. Like Bobby Green does a great job of like being awesome and like talking shit at the same time and cracking punches. I just have never been able to do that.
Yeah, I'm amazed on his walkout and stuff. He's all relaxed. He's like joking around, laughing and stuff.
But then you hear a story from Luke about like how he's backstage hella nervous, asking him for like advice on how to like, how he should throw a kick or do this. It's like the same thing with like Donald Cerrone, right? You never think that guy's deathly afraid in the backstage. But every time he's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't fight anymore. Like this fucking sucks. But then he walks out and looks like a different person.
Yeah, that's honest though.
Cowboy
Bro,
Cerrone.
we all have the same fucking feeling.
Yeah, I just don't
who
say
you
it.
are.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care from top to bottom. I don't care who the fuck you are. There's a thought in your head, and it doesn't. And there's multiple sides. There's two sides of the spectrum. You're confident. You're not confident. We're all get the bad
It's
thoughts.
all-
Negative thoughts are going to come to every single fucking human being.
It's all fear. It's just about how you deal with the fear, right? Like everyone's scared. Everyone's scared before you fight it, but it's how you learn to deal with it. And when I became like, finally like learned how to like, when I was going to perform my best, because everyone performs different. Like some people have to fight angry. Some people have to fight happy and have fun. And everyone does a little bit different. Me was like, I needed to relax and have fun. And so I learned to enjoy the fear because I knew that's how I'd perform. Yeah, I'm still scared.
Accept it. You have to accept whatever the fuck happens.
Accept it.
I always try to
have to
hide
be-
it. I would never be honest enough to say like, why am I doing this? I said it to myself. I remember sometimes right before I walk out, I'm like, why am I doing this job? Why am I doing this?
You would say that
To myself.
before fight.
Yeah, I've said it a couple times.
That wouldn't psych you out?
No. Because it's my job. Then after the fight, especially if I won, I knocked them out. I'm like, that's why I do it.
But you feel like that goes away when you're in there though.
When you're in the fight?
Yeah, it goes
no.
away.
As soon as I land the first punch or I get hit, as soon as the first punch gone, everything's
But
gone.
you guys
Back to
as
normal.
fighters, all of you guys that have had belts, you're all had amazing careers. You're telling me that even at the height of your career, you still go in there with fear?
It's not fear. It's I wouldn't say it's fear.
You have to have fear. If I don't have fear, I'm more worried. Like if there has been some fights where I go out there maybe too confident, and that's when you like get caught, right? Like I'm best when I am scared. Like fear does, like even with anything, even now that like I miss the fear from fighting, I do miss it a lot. I miss like the anxieties of like getting up in the morning and training and like that 10 weeks lead up to a fight. Fear will motivate me to do a lot of things, even with my career outside of fighting now with business and shit. Like I treat it the same way, right? Like fear of not being successful, fear of not performing the right way, fear of not like taking care of your family, whatever it may be. Like you have to have that fear to push you.
My fear is like letting my coaches down or getting embarrassed by getting knocked out. My fear is never like, oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Not getting hurt.
No, I've never been afraid of that. I get nervous. My nerves, I've been like real nervous. But I tell you what, the fights that I didn't get nervous for at all was I got my ass kicked.
Exactly.
My worst
Same
ass
thing with
kick.
you?
Same thing.
Yeah.
This big
Really?
fight, I was
Too confident.
I was not focused on anything for that fight. I was just like I was thinking about the after party.